It looks like fans may have finally uncovered the real reason why Beyoncé and Jay-Z's son, Sir Carter, has been kept out of the spotlight for so long. According to rumors, Sir is allegedly autistic, and this has led many to believe that his condition doesn't align with the ultra-controlled, picture-perfect image Beyoncé and Jay-Z have carefully curated over the years. Let's be honest, both Beyoncé and Jay-Z are extremely intentional when it comes to their public image. They rarely make uncalculated moves, and they rarely allow the media to see behind the scenes. But fans now believe that Jay-Z's reluctance to acknowledge Sir publicly stems from his discomfort with the idea that a child with autism doesn't fit the legacy he's trying to build. That's raised serious questions. Why would Beyoncé allow Jay-Z to treat their son this way? And why does it seem like Jay-Z has a hard time accepting his male children? Many fans have noticed just how strange it is that Sir Carter is virtually invisible. Initially, the excuse made sense. They were just protecting their young twins. After all, the internet was brutal to Blue Ivy. She faced harsh criticism from adults over her looks and hair from a very young age. So naturally, Beyoncé and Jay-Z wanted to shield their younger children from that same negativity. But now that years have passed, people are starting to ask, is it really about privacy? Or is there something deeper going on behind closed doors? Blue Ivy has been stepping into the spotlight more and more lately. Over the past few years, she's made appearances with her parents at the Grammys, voiced Kiara in the new Lion King movie, performed as a backup dancer for Beyoncé at the Christmas Day halftime show in Texas, and now, she's stealing hearts on the ongoing Cowboy Carter tour. But let's not forget, we barely saw Blue Ivy during her early years. So at first, it wasn't surprising that Beyoncé kept her twins, Sir and Rumi, out of the public eye too. Fans understood it as just another example of Beyoncé and Jay-Z being protective and private, especially after seeing how cruel people were to Blue as a child. However, things began to shift. We started getting glimpses of Rumi, first in fan sightings, then in more official appearances. She even attended the Super Bowl with Jay-Z and Blue Ivy, which marked a major public moment. And now, performing alongside her mom and big sister on tour, Rumi's charming personality is winning everyone over. But with all this exposure, one question keeps surfacing. Where's Sir Carter? And why hasn't he had the same moments in the spotlight?
Sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
Still, when it comes to Sir, it's been complete silence. No Super Bowl appearances, no stage moments, nothing. It's almost as if he doesn't exist. And that's odd, because even though Rumi didn't make her stage debut until this year, she still showed up at several Renaissance tour shows in 2023 alongside Jay-Z. Once again, it's been total silence when it comes to Sir. And the more we see of Rumi, the more suspicious fans become. Tina Knowles tried to explain it away, saying Rumi enjoys the spotlight while Sir prefers to stay out of it.
What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Rumi and outside
Well,
of
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much.
Blue Ivy may be flourishing in the spotlight now, but the conversation around Beyoncé and Jay-Z's son, Sir Carter, has taken a much darker turn. Fans are growing increasingly suspicious about his absence from public appearances, especially as Rumi, his twin sister, has started showing up more and more. From attending the Super Bowl to joining Beyoncé and Blue Ivy on stage during the Cowboy Carter tour, Rumi is being embraced by the public. But when it comes to Sir, nothing. No Super Bowl. No performances. No candid sightings. Just silence. And the more visible Rumi becomes, the more fans question what's really going on with Sir. Beyoncé's mother, Tina Knowles, recently addressed the topic, saying that Rumi loves the limelight, while Sir prefers to stay away. Tina, like Beyoncé, is known to be fiercely protective of the children, and in a recent interview, she opened up about the challenges of raising kids under the intense glare of fame. She said, "If I had my first choice, they would not have to deal with the things that they have to deal with as kids. But one day, they'll read the ignorance that people put out there about them, the lies and all of that. And I do worry about that." Many fans took this as a subtle confirmation of the rumors, specifically that Sir Carter is allegedly autistic. The theory really gained traction when Kanye West, never one to hold back, tweeted, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyoncé's younger kids? No, like literally." He followed that by praising artificial insemination as a blessing, implying that parenthood is a choice, and if Twitter took down his post, so be it. But what stood out most was his bold insinuation that Sir's rumored condition is the reason behind his invisibility, and that Jay-Z allegedly can't accept him because it doesn't align with the image he wants to present. This has given rise to a new wave of conspiracy theories, the most disturbing of which alleges that Jay-Z is purposely distancing himself from Sir due to his rumored autism. It sounds wild, but when you consider Jay-Z's obsessive focus on legacy and image over the years, it doesn't feel entirely out of character to some fans. Jay-Z has long spoken about wanting to pass on his legacy, a concept rooted in power, influence, and perfection. Blue Ivy is clearly Beyoncé's heir, already being groomed as part of the family dynasty. But according to the word on the street, Sir's alleged condition doesn't fit into that picture, and rather than embrace him, Jay-Z is said to be keeping him in the shadows. It's heartbreaking if true, but it also wouldn't be the first time Jay-Z was accused of turning his back on a son. Enter Ramir Satterthwaite, a man who has spent more than a decade trying to prove that Jay-Z is his biological father. Ramir and his guardian filed a civil lawsuit back in December 2014, asking for Jay-Z to take a paternity test. But rather than putting the rumors to rest with a simple DNA swab, Jay-Z and his legal team have allegedly gone to great lengths to avoid it. Ramir finally spoke out in a sit-down interview with The Sun Online, where he explained that his motives were never financial. He said, "I don't want money or anything like that from Jay-Z. I just want him to finally tell the truth to the world. He's supposed to be a positive role model for our community. He stands there screaming Black Lives Matter. Well, tell the truth and take responsibility. And if you say, 'I'm not your son and nothing ever happened with my mom,' then just take the test. If you're telling the truth, why is your first response always no?" Ramir's guardian, Lily, also shared bombshell details that put the situation into a disturbing light. She claimed that Jay-Z had gotten Ramir's mother, Wanda, pregnant when she was just 16 years old, and he was 22. Even more alarming are allegations that the relationship began years earlier, when Wanda may have been as young as 13. Lily recalled that when she and Ramir initially approached Jay-Z's legal team, they hoped to resolve the matter quietly. At first, the lawyers seemed open to cooperation. They even discussed possibly signing Ramir to Jay-Z's label, recognizing his musical talent. But once they realized Wanda's real age, everything changed. I got a call from his in-house lawyer, and they were very helpful. We thought we would resolve this privately. They even talked about Ramir's music and whether it was a good time to put him on the label. But he had to finish high school, so I said no. Then suddenly different lawyers got involved, and their attitude completely changed. It appeared that once Jay-Z's team understood the legal risks, especially involving a possible underage relationship, they pulled back. Since then, Jay-Z has consistently denied being Ramir's father, yet he continues to avoid taking a DNA test. And with today's technology, that's hard to ignore. A simple mouth swab or even a strand of hair could settle everything. The test takes seconds. So why avoid it? To many, the answer is simple. Jay-Z likely already knows the truth. But he fears the consequences of acknowledging it, not just legally, but also in terms of public perception. For someone so invested in optics and control, a secret son and a possible statutory relationship are devastating to the carefully built empire. Now, with growing rumors that Jay-Z is repeating this same rejection with his youngest son, Sir Carter, fans are asking a deeper question. How far will he go to protect his image? Refusing a paternity test for one child is bad enough. But allegedly distancing yourself from your other son because he doesn't fit a specific mold? That's not just heartbreaking, it's cruel. Sadly, this is all too familiar for many parents of neurodivergent children who are often unfairly treated as less capable or worthy. Jay-Z may be known for building a billion-dollar legacy, but at what cost? Let us know your thoughts on the alleged situation with Sir Carter, and don't forget to check out the next video for more celebrity deep dives and industry secrets.